Welcome back to Films We Love That Critics Hated. Today we're going to revisit Jaws 2, the follow-up to one of cinema's most iconic thrillers, and it's a film that struggles to live up to the legend, but we believe it still deserves a closer look. Released in 1978, Jaws 2 was met with disappointment. Critics called it unnecessary, repetitive, and lacking Spielberg's touch. Roger Ebert wrote, "It's a mechanical sequel motivated more by greed than need," and even Roy Schneider reportedly clashed with the new director, and it shows within his performance. But here's the thing, Jaws 2 actually pioneered some ideas that would shape horror and survival cinema for decades, and it even embraced the ideas that were introduced in slasher-style films. So if you think of the slasher-style formula, teenagers isolated, being picked off one by one. And in this one, we see Brody as a reluctant protector. You've seen this structure in Friday the 13th, The Descent, even Jurassic World. And for a movie everyone dismissed, it actually still made nearly 200 million at the box office, and it became a cable TV staple.
Stone, Mr. Criston, pump up this belt. Shave off that dreadful moustache. England expects every man to do his duty. You may fire when ready, Gridley. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
But filmmakers can learn a lot from Jaws 2, especially about building tension through location and geography. Because in the film, the teens are stranded and isolated, the shark's territory is huge, and Brody's urgency feels earned. It's a masterclass in suspense blocking, which is where we use environment as pressure. The more limited your character is and the more limited their options are, the more intense the scenes. Originally, Jaws 2 was meant to be darker, moodier, almost an eco-thriller, but after clashing with producers, the original director was fired. And the result, a tonal mismatch, scenes feeling stitched together like two visions battling for control, which leads us to one other filmmaking lesson, and that is editing and studio interference destroying a great film. When creative leadership shifts mid-project, clarity suffers. Jaws 2 is proof that indecision in tone and pacing can undercut suspense. Sometimes what kills a film isn't the shark, it's the studio meddling behind the camera. So here's our opinion. Jaws 2 isn't a masterpiece, but it's far better than its reputation. It gave us iconic moments, real tension, and one of the best taglines in horror history, where it says, "Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water." Critics may not have seen its value, but filmmakers and fans out there, they know what's beneath the surface. And there are some iconic scenes. Just think of the helicopter being grabbed by the shark. So this is Films That We Love That Critics Hated, and this was Jaws 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to follow more cult classics like this and creative breakdowns, let us know. And also remember to watch our other film in this series that we've just launched, which is Event Horizon. Thanks for watching. Bye.